Most of Gen Z isn't poor because of luck. They're poor because of choices. In this video, I'll show you exactly why 90% of Gen Z will stay broke, and more importantly, how you can be in the 10% that wins. Most people think being broke is about not enough money, but the truth is different. Gen Z is earning more than past generations at the same age. Studies show that millennials earned around $40,000 in their 20s. Gen Z, we're earning $45,000 to $50,000 in the same age bracket. So if we're making more money than ever before, why are we more broke than ever before? The real problem is not income, it is behavior. We spend first, think later. We buy first, plan later. And we invest last, if ever. That is why 90% of Gen Z will stay broke. Let me be clear. This isn't about shaming anyone. This is about awareness. Because once you see the pattern, you can break it. And breaking it is the difference between struggling at 40 or retiring early and living life on your terms. The moment Gen Z starts earning, spending jumps immediately. New iPhone because the old one is outdated. New clothes because we need to look good on Instagram. New cafes because we deserve that $8 latte every morning. New trips because YOLO, right? We call it self-care. We call it treating ourselves. But in reality, it is lifestyle inflation. And lifestyle inflation is a silent wealth killer. Here's how it works. You earn $30,000, you spend $30,000. You earn $60,000, you spend $60,000. You get a raise? Great. But instead of saving that extra income, you upgrade your car. You move to a fancier apartment. You buy more things you don't need. So you never actually build wealth, you just upgrade your expenses. This is the trap most people never escape. And the worst part? It feels good in the moment. But 5 years later, you look at your bank account and wonder, where did all my money go? Here is the biggest mistake. Most Gen Z saves money, but does not invest. Let me explain why this is a huge problem. Money in a bank account is not growing fast enough. The average savings account gives you maybe 1% interest per year. But inflation? Inflation is running at 3 to 5% per year. That means your money is actually losing value just sitting there. Let's do the math. If you save $10,000 in a bank account today, in 10 years with inflation, that $10,000 will have the buying power of only $7,000. You didn't spend it, but you still lost money. The rich don't just save, they invest in stocks, index funds, real estate, businesses, assets that grow over time. While Gen Z keeps money idle in bank accounts, the wealthy are watching their money multiply. This is how the gap between rich and poor keeps growing, not because rich people earn more, but because they make their money work for them. Gen Z wants results fast. Fast money, fast success, fast lifestyle. And I get it. We grew up with same-day delivery, instant downloads, viral success stories. Everything in our world is instant, so we expect wealth to be instant too. That's why crypto gambling looks attractive. We see someone turn $500 into $50,000 overnight and think, that could be me. Fake get-rich-quick schemes work. Someone shows a screenshot of their earnings and we believe it without question. People chase shortcuts instead of skills. We want the result without putting in the work. But the truth is, nobody wants to hear. Real wealth is built slowly, not overnight. Warren Buffett didn't become a billionaire at 25. He became one at 56. Most millionaires took 20 to 30 years to build their wealth. Patience is the most underrated skill in building wealth, and Gen Z, we're the most impatient generation in history. Here's something that makes me angry. We study math, science, history, but nobody teaches us how money actually works. Think about it. You spent 12 years in school. You learned calculus. You learned about wars from centuries ago. You memorized the periodic table. But did anyone teach you how to budget, how to invest, how to file taxes, What a credit score is? What compound interest means? No. So Gen Z enters the real world financially blind. We get our first paycheck and have no idea what to do with it. We get our first credit card and rack up debt. We hear about investing, but think it's only for rich people. This isn't our fault, but it is our responsibility to fix. Because financial education isn't coming from schools. It has to come from us seeking it out. If you want to be in the top 10%, do this. Rule 1. Pay yourself first. Save and invest at least 20% of your income. Before you pay rent. Before you buy anything. Treat savings like a bill you cannot skip. Rule 2. Start investing early. Even $100 per month can grow massively with time. If you invest $100 per month from age 25 to 65, with average stock market returns, that becomes over $300,000. Time is your biggest advantage. Use it. Rule 3. Build skills, not just salary. Skills make you rich. Jobs only pay bills. Learn high-income skills, coding, marketing, sales, video editing, copywriting. These skills give you control over your income. Rule 4. Think long-term. Wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Every dollar you invest today is working for your future. Stop thinking about next month. Start thinking about the next 10 years. Look, I know this isn't easy to hear, but the difference between the top 10% and the bottom 90% isn't luck, it's decisions. Small decisions made every single day. If you want to understand money the right way, this is exactly what this channel is about. Subscribe to Gen Z Money, because your future depends on the choices you make today. Not tomorrow, not next year, today.